All right. We are back at it. So today we will be looking at XAUUSD and GBPJPY.
All right.
Oh, let me just mute over here.
Back at it. So the amount of people that
All right, there we go. That should be sweet. I'm still trying to figure out how to get this chat set up, so I'm going to be setting this up while everyone else starts to come in. All right. Let's see. Docs, chat. Damn, still does that. All right, let's see. What is good, Afsar? Man, I'm trying to figure out how to get the chat box to show differently. But yeah, let's just come back to that later, I guess. All right, cool. So we got this rolling. Let's dive into gold. So, as we can obviously see from when we were on the call, the stream yesterday actually, where I pointed out where gold will be coming down to about 2017, 2018 area. That area was met, and it was met right before we actually tapped into New York session for Wednesday. You know, Wednesday is the most common day. Everyone should know about this, no matter who you learn from. Midweek reversals, right? This is when, you know, they normally reset everything. Sorry, let me just make sure my mic is on. Okay, let's just make sure this is working. I don't see the levels loading up. All right, cool. So yeah, like I was saying, Wednesday is midweek reversals. This is when we normally see the market based on whatever pair you're looking at, and you know, certain conditions, rare conditions, where you'd see the market reverse, right, in whatever direction it was going in, whether it's just a retracement for a while or it is just changing direction. So let me just give an example where you wouldn't see the direction change into you know, where you wouldn't see the direction changing. It would be more of a strong trend going on, right? So let's just say, for example, when we had GBPJPY last year, super trending up, right? Wednesday, we didn't see no change in direction, but we did had a minor retracement of about like 100 pips or 150, and it shot right back, continuing back up, right? This is the rare cases where you would see this happening. Of course, there is much more to this, but I'm not going to dive straight into the stream. This is just an example, and you know, some information that you could obviously just go and research as well. Now, taking into consideration that today is Wednesday, and we also have this hitting a very important key level, what we're looking at right now over here, what I marked up. Let's just switch back to the daily time frame. Yep, very important key level. So, you know, two things can happen, right? We can see this is trending. Sorry, yesterday showed you all where we already have a lot of things pointing out that this is a descending triangle, and that's just one of the most common chart patterns that everyone should know. Everyone should know their chart patterns: ascending, descending, all of our different chart patterns out there, right? But just looking at this without having a market up, we see a lot of things that are, telling us that it is trending market. So what are we going to take from this, what we have right now? There's no need for us to go to the monthly, the weekly, but I would say we could switch to the 3-day time frame just to get an overall view if you were not on yesterday's stream. So looking at this over here, we have two important areas that we need to be paying attention to, and I'm going to use the horizontal line, but I'm going to delete it afterwards. I just want to point it out. Right there, here we go. Bam. Sorry. There we go, right here. Yep. Bam. And where we can see price is currently resting on, right? Now this was the key level, what I mentioned earlier, as we were on the 4-hour time frame. This is very important, and seeing that it also is important, it also is Wednesday, so we have a few things keeping up with us to let us know that, okay, there is a very high chance for a retracement. But let's just start taking note of the confluences. So for those that want to know how to know when to enter a trade, I always get this question. This is one confluence, right? So let's just put this here. So we have our chart pattern. Let's just put this as one. You wouldn't be putting these notes on your chart, right? But I'm just putting this here for visual sake. Oops. So you guys can get an understanding. For those that don't understand, of course. So one was our chart pattern that we have going on. Now, what we also had that I mentioned was a key level. So that was our second confirmation. So we have our key level going on over here. Then we also have a very important support level. You don't need to put very important, just put support level, which is a third confirmation. We're still only in a 4-hour. We haven't dived into anything else, right? Now, what we can also put is today. Like all these things you would be using as your confirmation, right? To help you know when to enter or where to enter into the market. All these things. It's not just looking at it, just placing a trade. Like when you look at it, you see this. You don't necessarily need to always mark up, always write down. Well, you should always be journaling your trades, don't get me wrong. But you don't necessarily always need to mark up every single thing, because you and yourself know sometimes your chart is way too junky. So let's just keep the blab low. So that was our fourth confirmation, which is already strong. Let's dive deeper. I don't need this on this actually, just wanted to show you all. Now, what we can also see is a little fair value gap going on, right? Now, sort of breaking rules here because it's normally the first to the third candle, but let's just zoom in. We're not going to be doing the first to the third here. Instead, we're just going to be marking out this small area. It's actually a line we can put here. Small area, because this is where I'm going to be looking to take profit actually. 2050, I'm going to be looking to get in at 2020. I already have a buy limit in, so just want to point that out. Currently have a buy. I sent the signal inside the Discord actually, so you all should be able to see that. But yeah, so right here we could just mark this out as our fair value gap area, but we will be using this area 2050. And the reason why we're also using that is because 2050 is a psychological area, and it is also quarter point when it comes to gold, right? So let's put that up there. Let's just label this for you all. Let's put TP1. All right, cool. Now, let's look at some other factors that, oh, where did that, okay, cool. Let's look at some other factors to help us in our decision-making process on if we should buy. I'm already knowing this is a long, well, not knowing, no one is 100% sure, but my bias is that this is a long, meaning, you know, buy, short is sell. But, you know, let's just break this down a bit more for us to get a better understanding, right? So, where would we be looking to enter if we are looking to long? Well, personally, you know, I would be looking to enter at 2020 just because, like I said, that zero is a psychological area where we would see price always rejecting from sometimes, right? Let's just put this here. Bring this to 2015. Give it a 50 pip stop loss. Then let's bring this to 2050, which is about 300 pips, baby. Now, honestly, I would say this to 2049 just because of that spread. Sometimes, you know, TP doesn't get activated. I mean, doesn't get smacked. And that happened to me like maybe 3 times where, you know, price would have reached that level, but because of the broker that you're using, or if you're funded with a prop firm, the broker that they use, which prop firms can set their own spread and stuff, just for you all to know. But you know, little shady shit they have going on. But yeah, so let's just put 2049 instead of 2050 for our TP2, right? Now, how are we going to determine where to put our stop loss? Normally, I like to always keep my stop loss between 50 to 60 pips, but if you are using a 0.5 risk, it technically does not matter where you put your stop loss, because if you're risking 0.5%, let's just say you have a $10,000 account, right? 0.5% of that should be $50, right? So if you use a 0.1, you technically can risk 500 pips, right? Because that's 10 cents. Yeah, you technically can risk 500 or more than that. Just double check. Use my calculator here. So that's 0.10 times 550. Yep. So you technically can risk 500 pips because that's $50, right? And you're using a 0.10 lot size. I mean, a 0.01 lot size, right? So, you know, the lot size, set lot size per se doesn't really matter as long as the risk is 0.5%, which will also help you in determining, okay, what should be my average lot size area? You feel me? So, yeah, that's just a bit of advice there. You can also just play this back because the stream will be uploaded to help you understand that factor, right? So, what's going on over here? Why isn't this resetting? Very weird. Hold on with the... Yeah, that's weird. My chart should be resetting, but it's not. Right, that's better. So, back to what I was saying. Sorry, I didn't put number 5. We got our FVG. And you know, people who are using, you know, whatever it is you're using, your order blocks, your liquidity sweeps, your liquidity levels, you know, we're going on and on and on and on. All these are confirmations, right? The more you have, the more confident you become in placing your position. Now, a lot of people have, you know, the psychological problem with closing out their trades earlier. This is mainly due to over-risking. If you stick to a 0.5% risk, it's going to take you 2 losing trades just to lose 1%, right? Now, for those of you that are trading on a prop firm, you should not be risking 0.5% of the prop firm account, meaning the starting balance. You should be risking 0.5% of your overall risk of that account, right? For example, if you have a $100,000 account, you technically can only risk 10,000 and 12,000, you know, based on the prop rules. So you would be doing 0.5% of 10,000. And guess what? I know it's supposed to be a huge account and you want to, you know, risk a lot of money, blah, blah, blah. But if you don't have a lot of money right now, you should not be fucking around like that. You feel me? What you need to be doing is being disciplined, stacking the capital, and, you know, getting familiar with the whole process, right? That's what's most important, not trying to hit home run, blow your account, you have to wait 4 more months, or you become depressed. Like, nah, you don't need to be doing that shit. So let's move this over here. I probably don't even need this, so you all basically get the point, right? But I'm just for the sake of this stream. So now, next thing, where are we going to take our profit the first time? Partials, move our stop loss and profit. What we need to do is identify an area what has the most reactions from it, okay? So let's start from the left side of the screen. Now, as we can see here, we're coming, sorry, check my phone for a second. So excuse that noise in the background. I actually have my windows open out here and think someone is trying to rob the bank. Now I'm playing. That is an alarm though. I don't know what it's for. But yeah. Play some music to offset this though. Oh, forgive me. So basically the whole, I already looked at you know, the whole fundamental aspect of this, but if you go back and watch yesterday's stream, you would see where I briefly broke down how we look at the economic calendar before we go and start doing our technical and price action analysis, right? Now, one thing I did not mention is actually taking a look at forexlive.com. That's a hidden gem. A lot of people don't know about it, and I'm happy about that, to be honest. But there we go. And I'm happy about that, but that is something that we also check just for headline news itself, okay? Now, like I said, we're looking to see an area where we can possibly move our stop loss and profit. Now, 247 is too close to our original close area. We want to be moving our stop loss and profit before we even get there, because that's about 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. That's 300 pip move, right? We ready? 270 pips deep. Our stop loss should have been in profit a long time. So what we need to do is start coming down. Start coming down. Like I want my stop loss and profit at least about at 100 or 80 pips, right? So over here we're looking at an area that's most reactive. Boom, will be this right here. Show you all before I mark it off right there, so we could see boom, 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 boom. Like it has been reacted to so much. The FEG and all going on in this area where we could see, oh, yep, it's been reacted to. So, you know, I have 240 as TP2, I think. I mean TP1 on in the Discord, and 2050 as TP2. But 2030 is where we can be looking at to basically move our stop loss and profit. So, what's over here? 2030 is where we can be looking at to move our stop loss and profit. So I'm just gonna mark that area off. Let's put 2030 right here. Ooh, and this also is sort of, yeah, I'm not doing all that because I don't want that on my chart, but put a line here for you all, screenshot and have it, make a note on your own, you know, chart as well too. So cool, isn't it? Let's stretch this out so we can get a line going on over here. Boom. Now, this would be the area where we move our stop loss and profit at 2030. When I say move it in profit, no, you don't put your stop loss at 2030. You would now be putting your stop loss at around 2022 or 2023, 2024. I would say that the most, because gold could come back and smack 2025, 2024 area, right? Cool. With that being said, if you put the buy limit in for gold, you should be active right now, right? Stop loss at 2015. Now, what I do, everyone should already know this, but I'm just going to go over it because I think we have some new people inside the Discord. Is this trade to take now? Bro, it's a buy limit. Stay low, stack high. Yeah, I like that name, bro. But send it inside the Discord. It's a buy limit, meaning it's a pending order. If you don't know what a pending order is, you need to go for my free course. I'm not going to go over that on this stream, but let's put this here. Stop loss, meaning SL smack at 2015, 2030. Move stop loss and profit. All right, cool. Move SL and profit. Boom. Damn. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna hold up before I put over 2 lines on the chart. I don't want to keep this so junky. But I already have my bias in, just breaking this down some more. Let's go over to the 1 hour time frame now. What's also going to help me with my decision-making process of all of this is now that the trader's already active, I'm not going to adjust anything, but we're going to see how it reacts to our chart pattern we have going on here, right? So this is obviously just a trend line. Now, a trick that I learned to help me track the retracements of price within the ranges in, you would draw these, which is also known as an institutional trend line. Okay, now when I say institutional trend line, I mean it's used by institutions. So let's just do another one. Boom. So this helps us with understanding how price is moving in between. Doesn't necessarily mean it will follow this, but this is just also helping you with your confirmations. Remember that. Everything you do is to help you with your confirmations. You might see people doing things and making up things that you probably never learned of, right? Does that mean it's wrong? No, it helps them with their bias. So if you have something that helps you with your bias, even if you're using indicators, EMAs, all these different things, that is what you're using to help you with your confirmation. That is what you would be adding to your list, right? I'm sure you hear people say, what is your trading plan? What are things you look for to enter in the market? These are your confirmations. Always keep that in mind. Cool. Now, getting back to gold. I am sticking in gold. I'm not going to be breaking outside anymore. I want to get onto GJ. Trade is already active. There's nothing we can do about this. But I will send this inside the Discord, actually. Oops. Man, I don't know. There we go. There we go. It wasn't showing up earlier. All right, cool. Let me just send this in the Discord. I'm gonna just break down it briefly. So give me a minute or two just to type this out. I'm not the best speller, so I want to type it properly. All right, sweet. Turn this down. I'm drinking some water. Give me a second. That felt good. All right. Sorry, someone's saying they can't join this on YouTube. Join this, huh? Doesn't matter. All right. Basically, like I was saying, that is a setup we're looking for with gold. Well, it's not where I'm looking at for gold. I'm not going to be adjusting anything. Only thing I might adjust is I may close early. I may close at 2030, may close at 2040, may close at 2042, 43, 46. My setups are here just to give you my understanding of what I'm looking at and to help you as a beginner or someone that is beginning to learn any of the pairs that I'm trading, have a bit more clarification, or maybe help you with your own confirmations, right? Or see what I see. So don't take this or any of the take profit areas I sent out as final. Use your own discretion. If you want to close at 2030, do it. You want to close at 2025, do it. You want to close with 20% profit, do it, right? 100% up to you. Now, let's dive into GJ, baby. Cool. Now, GJ fucking ran yesterday. We hit our TP1 area and it fucking ran, which is good. Man, excuse my language. Sorry, I forgot my bro is on and he is very much a Christian, right? And we have nothing against that. So we're just gonna break it down from a daily time frame. We're not gonna do the whole 3 month and the whole complete top-down analysis like we did yesterday. Remember, if you all have any questions, do not personally message me while I'm on stream. I don't even like when I'm not on stream for you guys to be personally messaging me questions. Use the Discord. It's free. The chat community is open, right? English chat room, speak in an English chat room. Spanish chat room, if tú hablas español, you know, message me inside the Spanish chat room. If you want to share your chart markups, your trade ideas, share it in trade ideas. You want to share your wins, share it in profit and wins. Please, I beg you. Not be messaging me all these crazy questions. And some of you ask things I wouldn't call it stupid because, you know, if you don't know, you don't know. But some of you ask these questions that can be simply found by going over to my YouTube and going through the free mini Forex course, okay? It's free. It is 100% free. You don't have to pay me $1. You only pay me your time, which is actually more expensive, right? More valuable. So as we're getting down to the daily time frame, we need to be looking for some key areas. Sorry, I'm tired. I've not slept yet. Forgive me. Sorry, one moment. All right, cool. So I only like to do 2 trades at a time, meaning that when I say trades, trade ideas, basically, you know, 2 different pairs, right? Positions and trade ideas are 2 different things. I could have 10 positions open with just 1 trade idea. I just like to do 2, personally 1, but I'm trying to open up more as a lot of people don't want to risk, or the leverage is different with certain brokers and obviously prop firms now. So let's just do GJ for a bit. Only aim looking for about 100 pips, so let's just stick to a day trade. Sorry, skip this. So the tool I'm using is called a horizontal ray. Just favorite it, and you'd have it in your toolbar, wherever you want on the screen. Makes it more easier. Now what I want to do, because I'm using the horizontal ray a bit more, I select it first, and then I come over here and I lock the drawing tool, right? Wait, there we go. Staying draw mode. What this allows me to do is keep using the horizontal ray without having to keep going keep going back and clicking it, right? Let's look at another important area for us. All right, cool. That'll be this right here from in a daily time frame. 4 hour time frame. Oof, I like this already. So we could see this support area right here, right? Also resistance, my bad. So was resistance, became the support obviously once we broke it. We could see price was resting in here. So let me just circle it for you all. Here we go. This area right here. I'm not sure how showing up on, oh crap. So once you're in drawing mode, oh yeah, you gotta exit out to be able to delete or just keep drawing. I was stuck in that mode for like 2 days. I thought my trading view was broken. But yeah, so like I was saying, this area right here, we could see price was accumulating in here for a while, distributed, accumulated, distributed, accumulated, distributed, accumulated, distributed, right? Now, today is Wednesday, but we also have so much of a strong momentum. We could see price push to at least 188 before we see it does a pullback. But we're going to dive deeper into what's going on, because right now we can only see one big candle. Let's see what's happening inside that candle. Okay, cool. Right here, we have a... Take that off. Right here, we actually have a reaction, right? Now, this reaction is good. It is giving us some information. Cool. Let's place that over here. Now, what we also have here is a key level for us on our 1 hour time frame. I'm going to bring this down a bit more right here. Because it's on a 1 hour time frame, really don't need that box there. Let's drag this baby over here. Cool. So this would be our area of importance. Now, where will we be getting it? What are we looking for, JD? Right? Cool. Now, let's also point out this right here is also a fair value gap we have going on. Let's make this a different color. Cool. This is our fair value gap. Remember, all these things are confirmations, right? Now, this is an area we can see price reacting from. So what we can also do as a confirmation is we're expecting price just to retrace. We can also look at our Fibonacci to look for take profit areas, which will be inside here. Cool. So for a safe entry for GBPJPY, it also acts off of quarter points. I would say 800 we can get in. 25 pip stop loss would be at 187.050. Perfect. We're just about 30 pips with this one. Cool. Then take profit. There we go. 185.750. Now, this is what we could be looking at for a possible move. This would basically just be a sell stop. We have a 1 to basically 3.4, I think, risk reward going on here. The reward is 3.5 times more. No, 3.10 times more than the risk. So put that over here. Oh yeah, I'm liking this. So TP2 would be 185,750. TP1 could be 186.50. Cool. Super easy. Pretty straightforward. I'm gonna drop this inside the Discord. Make sure you're in there if you're not. All right, cool. Information shared in Discord. So yeah, family, that is everything for the stream today. I might hop back on New York. To be honest, I might not. I gotta go to the bank and do some things today that are very important for my well-being and my safety. But yeah. So see you all tomorrow.